Good morning, we're down the allotment again. It's the 3rd of May and got a few jobs to do today. If you remember, we put the tomatoes in almost a week ago, and I'll turn the camera around, I'll show you the tomatoes in a minute. But the other thing we're going to do is start another tub of carrots, and I've got the sweet peas to tie in as well. So quite a few odd jobs. But I'll just give you a little tour of the polytunnel. Just turn the camera around. If I just come down here, you can see that the tomatoes are growing away nicely in the polytunnel now. We've got them between the tubs of potatoes. Those have also been growing away. We've got some germination on the runner beans and the French beans. Not as good as I'd like, but it is what it is, and there's more beans coming through, so we should have plenty to plant out in the next week or so. We'll just have to wait and see. Some of the brassicas that I started off, if I move along, these got scorched. We had a few days of really hot weather, and these brassicas took a bit of a battering in this polytunnel. It was a day when I couldn't get down, just waiting to see if they recover or how many of them recover and get them planted out. Okay, but the main job, got a self-seeding pumpkin here, so that's going to be potted on. Might do that today as well. But the main job today, as you can see, we've got one tub of carrots which is growing away nicely, and I'm going to start another tub of carrots today, and then in 2-3 weeks time we'll start a third tub of carrots. So the plan is to get a nice succession of carrots throughout the year. The other thing I will do is plant some carrots outside, and if you look closely, I've got some beetroot. Now we start our beetroot off in cells and then we transplant. So I've got that to do as well. Whether that's done today or tomorrow, I'm not quite sure. You can see the garlic in the background is coming along quite well. And if I just turn the camera all the way around, we have got some quite nice Calabrese. So all of this Calabrese is going to be picked today, and that will clear quite a lot of this bottom bed here. We'll have some with our evening meal, but the rest will go in the freezer. It'll also give me a chance to weed this section of the polytunnel. But I'll set the camera up on a tripod and I'll show you and talk through planting these carrots in tubs. So if I just run through what I'm going to do then. So I've got this pot quite full with compost, and make sure it's fairly level. Now there's quite a difference in how I do the carrots in the tubs compared with how I do them outside. So if I was planting carrots outside, and we'll see this, hopefully I'll attach it to this video, although I might not get around to doing them till tomorrow. So I've got this tub. I haven't watered this compost, but if I was planting outside, I would water the ground first. But filled it pretty much to the brim with compost. Now that might sound a bit of a waste, so I've used probably 25 litres of compost in this tub, but I'm going to get virtually two crops of carrots out of this one tub. So I've filled it this time. Then when I harvest these carrots, I will replenish this compost with just a small amount, probably just topping up with about that much compost, and plant the next lot of carrots. So assuming I've had no problems with the disease or anything like that, that's the way I do this. So the 25 litres of compost is going to get me 2 lots of carrots out of a tub. Okay, so the carrots I'm going to sow are going to be sweet candle. So what we do with all our seeds is we buy the seeds in and we do the labels in with the seeds. So when we come to plant, we've got the seeds and the labels. So just drop the label in. This is a pack I've already opened. Just remove my gloves so as I can put the seeds in. I don't really want to, I've got a choice. I can either fill with a lot of seeds, as I did with the other bucket, or I can plant them a little bit more sparingly with the aim of getting some larger carrots. Because this time of year they will grow on quite well, and like I say, I've got 1 bucket already on the way, and I've got another bucket which I'm going to do in a couple of weeks time. Do need a few more. So we like the sweet candle carrots. We found that the grandkids actually like the taste of them as well. So they do live up to their name. They are a sweeter tasting carrot. Okay, so we do need just like I say, just a few more. Try and get them spread out in the tub as much as we can. As I said, what I'll do now is I will cover these. Just put all my seed packets away and move them out of the way. So I'm going to put a little bit of compost over the top, and then these will have a good soak. Okay, so that tub is prepared, and I'd expect these to be germinated within a week or so, and then they'll grow away. And like I say, I've sown these a bit more sparingly than the other tub that we've already got going, and these will give us the slightly bigger carrots. So that's planting the carrots in the tub. These will stay in the polytunnel all through their growing season. And then like I say, I will grow some outdoor as well. But some years we'll only get the 4. We've got 4 of these tubs. Some years we'll just run the 4 tubs, succession planting, and that will take us all the way through the year. So the next job, as I said, was to harvest this Calabrese. So we've got some nice looking Calabrese here. So as you can see, some lovely Calabrese. That's one. We've got some small pieces as well. Those are obviously quite nice. I've removed the hanging shelf so I don't keep it in my head. Just make sure I get all the small pieces, and then we can take all of this out. This will go in the compost bin. It's just easier to drop it into a bag to remove after the polytunnel. So there's plenty of Calabrese. This is the second. We've been picking this Calabrese for a few months now, so this one's actually gone over. The variety of Calabrese is Iron Man. It's the only one we grow. We've tried others, but we keep coming back to Iron Man, and that's like I said, we have success. These were overwintered. We've got our new ones about to go out. One important thing, one important thing to do when you are harvesting brassicas is to make sure you lift the root and have a good look at the root. And this is ideal. There's no sign of club root on here, so I can be quite confident in planting brassicas in this bed again, because I've got no sign of club root. If I had got signs of club root, then I won't use that bed again for planting brassicas. Okay, well, I'm not going to film getting all of this up. What I will do is stop the filming now, and then I'll perhaps run a little bit of video later just to show you what crop we actually get. Okay, so I've cleared all that Calabrese now. You can see quite a bit of mare's tail and a little bit of bindweed coming through, so all that will be cleared out. And if I just quickly show you, got quite a decent crop. Lots of small pieces and 4 nice big pieces of Calabrese. So those, like I say, some will be for the evening meal tonight, and the rest will go in the freezer. Okay, so that's my jobs for the morning almost done. Like I say, I've got some carrots to plant out, but I'll do those tomorrow morning, I think. Those will be done outside, and it'll be interesting to see how the ones in the tub compare with the ones that I plant outside. So all I've got to do now is finish getting all the weeds out of this bed, and I'll see you again soon.